Alright, this is the my latest setup. It's an AMD 350 with an Asrock E350M1 USB 3.0 motherboard. It's a mini ITX, and it's the one of those small HTPC type setups, but I just got curious, so I just threw it onto this Antec 300 tower and built it real quick. Also was wondering about how it would perform on an ESXi setup, version 4.1. It's a little late right now, I'm tired, but I wanted to video this before I tear it apart, because I bought another tower, a small tower, and want to set that up this weekend. So yeah, this is the guy. So let me show you what's inside. So again, this is a mini tower or a medium tower. Let me unplug the fan. Okay, so this is inside the tower. It's a mini ITX form factor motherboard. The CPU is soldered in as part of the motherboard. Has a small fan. Don't really know what the size is, but yeah, it's on there. I could actually replace it. There's screws here, but just finding a fan that would fit this area will probably be difficult. Using some G-Skill RAM, 1066 DDR3, 8 gig, so 2 times 4 gig. The RAM itself is dual channel, but the motherboard does not support it, so I could actually just take one off if I only need 4. It won't take advantage of the dual channel. I have one of those USB adapters running off a USB header down here with a Patriot 1 gig USB stick running the ESXi software, server software. I don't know if you could notice it here or see it. It's a little dark, but the heatsink is here and the USB stick is right here. So there's very little room, but there is room. Probably, is that like a centimeter or 2 between the flash drive and the heatsink. What else? Running 2 hard drives. The motherboard supports SATA 3 or SATA 3, however you want to pronounce it, whatever. But the drives are running off SATA 2, so it is backwards compatible. I'm only running 2 hard drives. Let's see, I have a terabyte here and a 500 gig here. Both are Seagates. Don't really remember the exact model of the 500 because it's one of the older ones, but the terabyte should be a 32 meg terabyte, 7200 RPM. The 500, yeah, I just can't remember. It's one of the older models. What else is there? Got the motherboard has PCI Express slot, just one, and I used it for the Intel network card because ESXi itself is very picky on hardware. And I didn't want to mess around with the OEM file to patch up or grab a generic driver to get the Realtek what is it, 8111 internal or network card that's part of the motherboard. Again, sorry I'm blabbering, I'm tired. It's late, it's almost midnight, but yeah, again, I just wanted to video this before I tear it up because I'm going to be moving some of the parts around. Running, let's see, a Corsair CX500. This is a version 2 power supply. It's more than enough for this setup. Yeah, I mean, I could probably run like a 90-watt power supply and still be good, or maybe a little more because I have two 3.5-inch hard drives. So probably a 160 watt would do the trick, but that's all that I have is a 500 watt lying around. In this setup, I ran ESXi version 4.1 on idle. In the BIOS, I checked temperatures. They were, let's see, CPU was floating around 44 degrees Celsius. Motherboard was right underneath that, around 39 to 41. I'm not sure if that's the regular operating temperature, but I just wanted to share. Let's see, I replaced the Antec fan in the back with, I believe this is a Cooler Master. These are 120 millimeter fans. This one's actually a lot quieter than the one that came with the Antec 300 that was placed back here. I also have another 120 millimeter Cooler Master, same fan as this, for the side panel that I just took off. But those were the temperatures I was getting. I'm sure it got hotter as the CPU usage goes up, and it was after running the 3 virtual machines. I was running FreeNAS version 8, Ubuntu Server 11.04, and Windows 2008 Server R2 standard. So on idle though, it was doing pretty good, but on heavy use, yeah, it pretty much used up all the CPU. Again, it's a dual 1.6 gigahertz processor. What else is there? I think that's really it. Just wanted to share. I looked all over YouTube and the internet, couldn't find anything with this motherboard or that type of processor and ESXi. So just wanted to share this video and some numbers and experience that I got out of it. Once I tear this down, I actually got a Rosewell HTPC case, which will be its new home and new use. Well, actually, that's why I bought this thing. But I just got curious with ESXi. But it will be my my new HTPC, and I'll do another video on that once I get that thing set up. So that about it. Oh, the wattage use, 24 hours, I was getting around, was it 54 watts? Yeah, around 54 watts. So yeah, that's running the ESXi and the 3 virtual machines. 54 watts. So I know I can get lower than that, probably with a different setup, probably with the HTPC setup, plus probably because I'm running it on a 500 watt power supply, which is why it's a little high. But I don't know, I'm not really good with the electric stuff, so this is all speculation. Anyway, that's it.